Alright, hello and welcome to the very first episode of Resident Evil 4 Hardcore Halloween Guide. I'm your host, Adam J, and I'm going to stop doing that weird voice because I don't know why, but it just came to me, okay? Anyway, so this was a request from a friend of mine, so I thought it sounded like a good idea, so I decided to do it. So before we dive in, let me explain how this guide's going to work. First, I'm going to play through the whole game and just normally showing off all the tips and tricks I have, treasure locations and everything. This isn't going to be a 100% guide. This is just a guide on tips and tricks to help you beat the game. If you're looking for 100%, you'll want to look elsewhere. Anyway, after I finish the game, the guide will be complete, but I'm going to do additional shorter videos that show off specifics, like a video that will show just boss fight techniques, a video that will show treasure locations, survival tips, etc. So each episode of the full guide is going to be a chapter of the game, so I'll play through chapter 1 all the way till the end of chapter 1, and then the second part of the guide will be all of chapter 2. And so on until the game is complete. And I know what you might be thinking. Why is it called a Hardcore Halloween Guide if it's not Halloween yet? My answer to that is all of October is Halloween. Okay? Just deal with it. There are already Halloween decorations out. Okay? Okay. Second of all, you might be thinking, why Resident Evil 4? Such an old game, everyone knows this game. Like I said, it was a request, and I thought it sounded like a fun idea. This isn't just a guide, this is also a let's play. It's a mix. All the info you need for a guide will be in here, but it's going to be a let's play at the same time, so think of it like that. Alright, anyway. Enough exposition. Let's get right into it. So, because this is a hardcore Halloween guide, we're going to be playing on none other than professional difficulty. If you have never played Resident Evil before, I recommend normal. If you suck, you can play on easy. But because I'm a pro gamer, I'm going to be playing on professional.
Resident Evil 4.
And I'm going to shut up for cutscenes. And I will just do the normal costume.
1998. I'll never forget it. It was the year when those grisly murders occurred in the Arklay Mountains. Soon after, the news was out to the whole world, revealing that it was the fault of a secret viral experiment conducted by the international pharmaceutical enterprise, Umbrella. The virus broke out in a nearby mountain community, Raccoon City, and hit the peaceful little town with a devastating blow crippling its very foundation. Not taking any chances, the President of the United States ordered a contingency plan to sterilize Raccoon City. With the whole affair gone public, the United States government issued an indefinite suspension of business decree to Umbrella. Soon its stock prices crashed, and for all intents and purposes, Umbrella was finished. Six years have passed since that horrendous incident. I received special training via a secret organization working under the direct control of the president. I was to assume the responsibility of protecting the new president's family.
Why am I the one who always gets the short end of the stick?
Yo, who are you really? Come on and tell us. You are a long way from home, cowboy. You have my sympathies.
Guess that's a local's way of breaking the ice. Anyway, you know what this is all about. My assignment is to search for the president's missing daughter.
What? All by yourself?
I'm sure you boys didn't just tag along so we could sing Kumbaya together at some Boy Scout bonfire. Then again, maybe you did.
Oh, you crazy American. It's a direct order from the chief himself. I tell you, it's no picnic.
I'm counting on you guys. It was right before I was to take on my duties of protecting the president's daughter when she was abducted. That's the ultimate reason I'm in this lonely and rural part of Europe. According to our intelligence, there's reliable information about a sighting of a girl that looks very similar to the president's daughter. Apparently, she's being withheld by some unidentified group of people. Who would have thought that my first job would have been a rescue mission?
It's freezing. So cold all of a sudden. Must be my imagination. Sorry it took so long.
Just up ahead is the village.
I'll go and have a look around.
We'll stay and watch that car. Don't want to get any parking tickets.
Right. Parking tickets.
Good luck.
Jeez. Who are these guys?
Did you say something?
Leon, I hope you can hear me. I'm Ingrid Hunnigan. I'll be your support on this mission.
Loud and clear. Somehow I thought you'd be a little older. So the subject's name's Ashley Graham, right?
That's right. She's the daughter of the president. So try to behave yourself, okay?
Whoever this group is, they sure picked the wrong girl to kidnap.
I'll try to find some more information on my end as well.
Good. Talk to you later. Leon out.
Alright, well, here we are. The very start of Resident Evil 4. Now, right off the bat, I just want to say I'm playing the PC version, if you're new to my channel. If you're not new to my channel, you should know that I exclusively play games on PC. Like, for Let's Plays. I own consoles, but I have no way to record them, so I'm stuck with PC for now. PC gameplay. Anyway, so my first tip. Shoot crows. Might seem like a waste of ammo, but they tend to drop useful stuff. Also keep in mind, when you aim in this game, you cannot move. Due to it still being a lot like the first 3 Resident Evils, where you had to stand still to aim. Basics, headshots do more damage, obviously. I'm not going to get too in-depth right now, just because it's the beginning. I'll give you more tips as we progress, so just watch and learn for now.
Excuse me. Sir? I was wondering if you might recognize the girl in this photograph?
¿Qué carajo estás haciendo aquí? ¡Lárgate, cabrón!
Sorry to have bothered you.
Freeze!
said freeze!
So if you get an enemy in the head and it doesn't kill them instantly, I'll explain after the cutscene, okay? There goes the police. Shit.
Is everything okay?
There was a hostile local. I had no choice but to neutralize him. There are still others surrounding the area.
Get out of there and head toward the village. Take whatever measures necessary to save the subject.
Understood.
Alright, so pick up the money or whatever he drops, and then what you're going to want to do is run over here. Just kidding. Nothing there. Make Leon do the funny walk. Yeah, that was useless. Alright, make Leon do the funny walk. It takes him a little while to get in here because I think the door is locked. But what you want to do is jump out this window. No fall damage. So you can get double teamed because they're not where I thought they were going to be. This is a really good start. You always want to put as much space between you and the enemy as possible. And like I was explaining before, if you shoot them in the face and they don't die, you can run up to them and kick them while they're stunned, and this will knock them down and anyone else nearby. And can be the finishing blow. What is this guy doing? He's just a pacifist. See, finish him with a kick. The next thing I was going to say, if you kick an enemy down and they're still alive, go up and if you're facing like 1 or 2 enemies and you have the time, if you're facing a whole horde, you don't want to do this. But if you knock an enemy down to the ground, like these guys are, but they're still alive, run up to them and quickly use your knife, like this. And you usually finish them off before they even get back up, and that'll save you a lot of ammo. So let's take a look. They dead.
No.
They dead. Useless European cops. Okay. And the bridge is out. Can't go back this way. So now we are trapped. No choice but forward. And I think the only thing in that first house is the ammo. So another thing, typewriters. You don't need to save. When you die, you load. There's a checkpoint system. When you die, you load your last checkpoint. So saving isn't necessary. Saving is only for if you are done playing. Because when you quit the game, you will load your last save. But when you die, you just checkpoint. So you only need to save when you're ready to be done. So keep that in mind. You don't have to save at every typewriter. There we go. Let's get some items. Blue is treasure, and red is ammunition and health. So we got $200, and we got a grenade from 2 crows. It's help this dog. You definitely want to help this dog. And also watch out for traps, because there's one right there. You can shoot them to disarm them. Stepping in them will hurt you a lot. If you have low health, it could even kill you. But you can use your knife to take them out. Just keep an eye out for them. They stand out pretty good on the PC version. If you're playing an older, like PS2 or GameCube or Wii, you might have a harder time seeing them. If you're playing any of the HD releases, you shouldn't have too much trouble seeing them. Yeah, right here, red herb. Herbs function pretty much like they would in the first 3 games. There's no blue ones though. So you have red, you have green, and you have yellow. And red doubles the effects of green, so, or whatever, not doubles it, but like if you combine a green herb and a red herb, it becomes just as effective as a first aid spray, and they both heal your health full no matter how much damage you take. So you want to save those as long as you can. Pretty much, like, always save items like that till you're on the verge of death, otherwise they're a waste. Watch out for tripwires. Trip that and it'll kill you. You can disarm it, or you can just look for ways to avoid it. You can also sometimes, not always, but sometimes lure enemies through them, which is what I'm going to try and do here. Nope, he didn't do it. But I was able to kill him 2 shots by detonating that. So yeah, this is a game I've played quite a lot. I don't know, like I said, this is not going to be 100%, but this is going to be pretty in-depth. So I think the house is empty, but you got 2 guys. There's 2 guys over here. You can shoot them and lure them over, or we can just run over to them and kick them and knife them. So there you go. That's how the knife can save you ammo. Now these enemies are dying with less hits because this is the intro. As you progress, they start to get more and more health, which is to be expected. Dead lady. Anyway, so yes, those are some of the basic tips I got for you. Don't shoot these guys. No matter how hard you try, you cannot shoot these guys. Also, be slow here. You can hit this guy in the face through that window. Also, I'm sure you've noticed, but music plays whenever an enemy's after me. It stops as soon as all of them are dead. So as long as music is playing, there's enemies around. Whether you can see them or not, you're being people are after you. Once the music stops, you're in the clear. There might still be enemies, they're just not after you. So keep that in mind. When the music stops, you are safe, but there might still be enemies.
Leon, how you holding up?
Bad question, Hunnigan.
Sorry to hear that. I'm sending you a playing manual. Hope you find it useful.
I'll take a look at it, thanks.
We're gonna skip this because playing manuals are for pussies, okay? If you're new to Resident Evil, don't even read it. Just learn to play by yourself. Okay, this village part can be quite difficult, especially for new players. I had a lot of difficulty with it when I've played this as a kid. The best solution I've ever come up with to get through this is to shoot a villager from a distance. Well, let's take a look. You know what? Let's take a look first. Let's do a little. Drop the guide for a second and just play. Let's play. Right now they're just living their lives. There's a chicken. Sometimes they drop eggs. You want to look out for that. You can't take these binoculars out whenever you want, sadly. Nothing else really. Just peoples. So what you want to do is shoot one of these people from this distance, I'd say, and try not to miss too many times. And then run back to the door here. You can't go through it because it's been barricaded, but you can quick turn, which is down in A, like backwards in A, or X or whatever button your controller has, and just wait for them to come to you, and take them out as they come. This probably isn't the best solution, but it's my favorite. There we go. Whenever that happens, it's an insta-kill, obviously. Come on, bring it. Bring it, lady. See why the kick is so useful? good for crowd control. And then that happens. So, my health's low, so I'm going to use... Well, I don't have enough... I'm just going to use my green herb for now. It's good enough. That guy's dead. Alright. There. That's the first wave. Now a second wave comes. After this wave, we're in the clear. So we just gotta survive one more wave. I think I got plenty of ammo to do this, so let's do this. And there we go, I got even more. I'm at like 67. Don't worry, they're coming. I assure you, they are on their way. I'm just gonna do a little dance. Do a little dance. Alright, bring it on, old man. Alright, he brought it. He brought it. Alright, and when they raise their weapon like that, they're gonna throw it at you. As you can see, you can shoot it out of the air. You can also knife it out of the air. But because it takes a second for your knife to come up, it's easier to shoot. Anything that gets thrown at you can be shot out of the air, including later on dynamite and everything. It can all be shot out of the air, which will allow you to avoid damage. And most cases, it's easier to shoot it out of the air than it is to try and get out of the way. Unless you're reloading like a dumbass. Bang. Kick him. Bang. Bang. Kick. Kick. There. There's still more, so we're gonna go back. Get as much distance between us and them as we can. Money is important. It's not just for points. It's not just for collectibles. Oh, and we survived. So, you don't have to kill them all. You just need to... First you need to kill enough of them to trigger the first cutscene. Then you just... Honestly, you just need to survive. Now, I think you could just run around the village long enough and this would happen. But, I prefer my method. Now, you don't have to do this exactly the way I did. If you have your own solution, go ahead and do it that way. The reason I do it that way is because it prevents me from triggering the chainsaw
Where's
guy.
everyone going? Bingo?
Which I will explain in a second how to avoid the chainsaw guy if you do decide to do another method. And that is it. That is the intro. Now the game really starts.
Hunnigan, I have some bad news. I've confirmed the body of an officer. Something's happened to the people here.
Leon, you need to get out of there. Look for a tower and follow the trail near it.
Got it.
Okay, so now I can really, yeah, this is where the game starts. The village is completely free of enemies right now. Poor guy. Alright, anyway, so we are free to explore it. You want to. There's lots of ammo and stuff to find. Anyway, so... the first thing I want to point out, if you do run into the village because you can't do my method, don't go in this building right here, the one with the weird trash bin, the door, the window, second floor. Stay away from this building. Like, you can go up to it, just don't go in it, because as soon as you go in it during that fight, a cutscene will trigger and the chainsaw guy will come after you. Now the chainsaw guy, if you do come in here, you can push this to barricade the door. There's lots of doors you can do that with throughout the game. Well, throughout the beginning at least. I don't know so much for later on. You also push that to barricade the window. You can make quite a fight in here, but it will attract the chainsaw guy. And he can insta-kill you as soon as... as soon as his only way of attacking you is insta-kill. As soon as he catches up to you, he cuts your head off, no matter how much health you have. And he takes a ridiculous amount of bullets to kill. Even with the shotgun and both of the grenades I have, he would still be very hard to kill, and I would have barely any ammo left. So if you do my method, you can avoid confrontations, you can save ammo, and then you can come to the village and collect all the items, and you will have a whole of a lot. You'll have a lot of ammo, okay? I need to pause the recording for just a second. I will be right back. Alright, I'm back. I just had to take a quick bathroom break. Anyway, so like I said, this is going to be a whole, each episode's going to be a whole chapter, and here, we've already found a couple of treasures. You can keep track of your treasures here on the treasure screen. I found a spinel. There are a few treasures you can find throughout town. I think there is a advantage to taking on the chainsaw guy. If you do take him on, you will get. There's another treasure. If you do take him on, you will get a lot of money. For the beginning of the game, you'll get quite a lot of money from beating him. But I don't think it's worth it. The ammo it takes to beat him at this point in the game, I don't think is really worth it. So, yeah, my advice is to just avoid confrontation with him. Anything made out of wood that stands out, like those barrels and boxes, can be broken. Doors can be broken. I don't know. Not with your knife, but like wooden doors can be shot down with higher powered guns. It's a waste of ammo, but I think there are some advantages to shooting doors down. I'm not really sure what, but maybe they just put it in there for fun. Who knows? Anyway, so yellow herbs are new. They replaced the blue herbs. You can't get poisoned in this game, so you don't need blue herbs. What yellow herbs are for is when combined with a green herb. All you need is a yellow and green herb, and if you combine it with a green herb, it'll increase your maximum health and heal you a little bit. If you combine it with a red, a green, and a yellow herb, like if you combine all three, it'll increase your maximum health and heal your health full. So it's always best to try to combine all three, but if for some reason you can't find a red herb, you can just combine green and yellow and still increase your health. There's another herb. It's sort of hidden right here in this wooden bin thing. Now we can. There we go. So mixed herbs, green, red, and yellow. That'll heal my health full and give me more health when I'm ready to use it. If you combine all three, like I said earlier with the green and yellow herbs and the first aid sprays, you want to save them until you're on the verge of death before you use them. With these, it'll heal your health full and then give you a little extra to work with. But don't use it right away, especially if you combine all three. Save it to use as a health item, and then you'll have your increased health. Yeah, you want to make sure, after you win this fight, you want to make sure you check all the houses, because there's quite a lot of treasure to be found, and ammo, and whatnot. So I think, yeah, I checked all over here. We can check these wood piles here. Oh, there we go. Some ammo. Yeah, you want as much ammo as you can get. You want to keep in mind you have a limited inventory space. Mine's almost full already. I have a few spaces I could put some ammo. I might be able to, like, I could probably fit. I could fit one more gun in here. Another thing you want to work on is inventory management. Sometimes you might have your items arranged in a way where your inventory is full, But if you rearrange them, you'll find you can sometimes rearrange them in a way where you will give yourself more free space to store stuff. Like, you could have every slot full in a way, and then change some things around and have a few extra spaces to store stuff. So always keep in mind that you can move your items around and rotate them. Alright, and I think all I have left to check out are these small houses here. And this is the direction I'm supposed to be headed, so killing two birds with one stone. Okay, I'm gonna read these because it's a let's play. So, yeah, alert order. Recently there's been information that a United States government agent is here investigating the village. Do not let this American agent get in contact with the prisoner. For those of you not yet informed, the prisoner is being held in an old house beyond the farm. We will transfer the prisoner to a more secure location in the valley when we are ready. The prisoner is to stay there until further notice. Meanwhile, do not let the American agent near the prisoner. We don't know how the American government found out about our village, but we are investigating. However, I feel that this intrusion at this particular time is not just a coincidence. I sense a third party other than the United States government involved here. My fellow men, stay alert. Chief Vitores Mendez. So yeah, that's our first file. You'll find plenty of those. They give you helpful information. They are actually worth reading. They're not all just for story. Sometimes they'll give you they'll like help you find the weaknesses to creatures and whatnot. But if you watch all these videos, then you won't need to read the files because you'll know the weaknesses. So these blue medallions are important. We'll talk about those in a minute. First, we're gonna kill all the villagers like we did with the last area. Here's another save if you want to quit. Not necessary. Oh, see this? Chicken laid an egg. Eggs can be sold. Regular eggs can't. Well, everything can be sold. Everything in your regular inventory can be sold. Eggs aren't worth a lot. They're better as just small healing items. So yeah, there's plenty of stuff to collect here too, but we want to take out the guys first. So let's get their attention. I'll start with this guy. There's another guy to my right coming over to me, so bring it on. If you shoot enemies while they're trying to climb over things, you'll knock them down, and you can use that to delay their arrival. Kick. Dead. Your knife can also cause them to stun, just like a shot to the head. So keep that in mind. Your knife, the only downside to your knife is it's not the fastest. There's a little bit of a delay between swings, and you're open to a lot of attack while using it. So your knife is best used on a single opponent at a time, maybe two if they're on the same sides of you. Anyway, like I said, we're going to clear this place out first before we do anything major. So the next place we want to go is up here. Take this guy out. Alright, and there's a ladder here. We can knock down ladders. Ugh, asshole. Get up here. Alright, so we're gonna have a little fun with this guy. So you knock enemies off ladders with a gunshot or a bullet, just like you can with when they're climbing. And like I said, anything they're climbing. You can also kick the ladder down while they're on it. Now I'm going to jump down real quick and knife this guy while he's down. There we go. Took him out without using a single bullet. Now I think the village is clear. I'm not 100% sure though, so I'm going to make sure. Look for cupboards and stuff like this because they can be opened. You can get ammo or money. Alright, I think I got everybody, but there might be one more person. It's hard to tell here because the music doesn't change when there's people after you. It's always playing the ambient sounds. Alright, so let's go. I think I got everybody, so let's go. Time to go treasure hunting again. So the first thing we are going to check out is these blue medallions that we saw. So there's a little paper here we'll read. This will tell us about them. About the blue medallions. 15 blue medallions, 7 in the farm, 8 in the cemetery. For those of you who destroy 10 or more will be rewarded. The rest is illegible. So the reward is worth it. It is definitely worth collecting these. You want to get all 15. There's 2 rewards. There's one you get for 10. And there's one you get for all 15. You want the 15 one. The 10 one's good, but you want the 15 reward. And the game is nice enough to tell you how many you have. I think your map, yep, they show up. We haven't even been here yet, and they're already on the map. So if you miss one, just check your map. I'll be showing you their specific locations. First one from the tree. They can be a bit of a bitch to shoot. There we go. Second one up in the barn window. Alright, and here's another thing. We could shoot the treasure, knock it down, but it would fall in the water, and it would get dirty, which would drop its value. So you want to shoot that, then shoot the treasure. Make sure you shoot the treasure, don't press X, because you'll just open the thing. And if you open this, you will not be able to close it again. Shoot the treasure, take the treasure. You could probably knife the treasure. I didn't think of that just now, but you probably reach it with your knife. And that will give you a pearl pendant. It's in pretty good condition, looks valuable. If it falls in the water, it gives you a dirty pendant. It's not worth as much. You want as much money as possible, so always make sure to get lots of money. Here's the doggo we rescued. He's scared of us for some reason. Yeah. Bunch of maggots. Yeah, that dog is definitely, there's a good reason to rescue him. You can kill the cows. There's no point. You don't get anything. Kill the chickens. There's no point. You don't get anything. You actually get more from the chickens if you let them live, just because there's a chance they'll lay eggs. Alrighty, where are we off to next? Sorry if I'm a little quiet. I'm not sitting right up to my mic. Alright. I'd love to be able to just get this with my knife, but I guess it's gonna cost me a bullet. Yeah, that's 3. Now there's only 15 of these in the whole game, and they're all right in the beginning. You're not gonna be looking for these the whole game. Like Resident Evil 5 and 6, there's medallion things hidden throughout the entire campaign. That's not the case with this. This is just a one-time thing. So once you get all 15, you're done. There's a spinal. Some money, some straight up cash money. Some more. There we go, some more cash. And up here, we're gonna go get our first major treasure. So what you're gonna want to do for this one is equip your shotgun. This is gonna take a few shotgun bullets. jump down into here. See this little thing? You can try and push it, but it won't go anywhere. So what you're going to want to do is take it out like that, and that'll get it out of your way. You can use the pistol, but I think it will use up way more ammo. And this is where we can get the break this box. That's where we can get the beer stein. There might be a way to actually... Hold on, I want to check something. There might be a way to get that without using any ammo. I just want to check. Can we drop down here? Okay, yes. Okay, I did that wrong. You can drop down here, break that, and then you could probably push it out of your way. But, shooting it works too if you don't mind wasting a little ammo. 3 shots really isn't anything to cry over. So let's get the rest of these medallions. We've got 4 more to get here. The next one we'll climb up this ladder to get. First I want to check back here, where this guy was shoveling hay. Alright, nothing. Okay, yeah, well, other than this, here's another one. There we go. Another thing you want to watch out for, trees have birds' nests. Not all of them, but some of the trees have birds' nests. You can shoot those, they'll drop treasure or ammo, just like birds. It's just sort of random what they drop. Here's the next medallion. That's 5 out of 15. We already have a third of them. Here's the next one. You guys, I know you guys saw that when I was here earlier. It's just slowly moving along with the windmill there. And here's the last medallion for this area. It's just over there. I'm sure I can hit it. There we go, 7 of 15. And that's all the medallions in this area. And I'm also quite sure I picked up most of the treasure in this area. Like I said, I don't know 100%, but I definitely got the important treasure, which was the beer stein. There we go, spinal. Spinals are okay, they're worth like 1,000 or something a piece. They're not too special. You find a lot of them, they're just the most basic treasure. Yeah, can't go through there yet. Need a little help from somebody. Yeah, so up we go. Yeah, spinals are your most basic treasure. The treasure I just picked up, the beer stein. There are 3 recessions on the side. I wonder what they're for. So there are 3 things you can put in there. And if you sell this as is, you'll get quite a bit of money for it. But if you put all 3 objects in there, there are 3 separate treasures you can put in there. It'll up the value a lot, and you'll be able to sell all of it together for more than you would if you sold this and those 3 treasures separately. So make sure you hold on to that until you have all 3 of the things that go in it, and then you'll get more money, because you want more money. Alright, well, then we'll move on to the next area. Here we go. Quick, get ready for a quick time event, because we got one coming right up. Are you guys ready? Mash that X button. Yeah. Yeah, mash it. Mash the X button. And then press 2 buttons. It's either going to be left trigger and right trigger, or A and B. A and X, I mean. So it's either your back 2 trigger buttons, or your 2 face buttons, X and A. Or square and X if you're on PlayStation. And I can't remember what it'll be. A and B on Wii. I think. and then Z or C for the other two. So yeah, look out for sparkles on the ceilings, because those shoot the sparkles, because you'll get treasure. Right, we've got to be careful. See, this guy's got a stick of dynamite in his left hand. If we shoot it, we can blow him up. Let's get a little closer. Nah, he'd rather just run. He'd rather just run away. There. Took them both out in one shot because I shot his dynamite. Boom goes the dynamite. Alright, be careful here. I think... Yep, get that guy's attention. He'll throw dynamite in there. Let's go around. There, shot it out of the air, bitch. Let's get that out of the way. Blew up the nasty spider on the wall. Careful of the bear trap. I don't think spiders can hurt you in this. There we go. Get rid of that. Do the silly walk. Come on, bring it, old man. Bring it. Come on, bring it. Bring it. Hurry. Gotcha. I got you. Alright, we got everything in there. Money. Get the money. And I think that's all of the Dynamite Brothers. So we can just scoot on in here and pick up this treasure. Grab the hand grenade. I think that's everything in there. It's funny, there's hand grenades all over the place, but these guys would rather use dynamite. Whatever floats your boat, man. I think there's, yeah, there it is. There's a bird's nest. We'll shoot it down. And we got a treasure. We got the red cat's eye, which can be combined with the beer stein. So now you can see one of the 3 slots is filled up. Basically, you're gonna get 3 different colored cat's eyes and put them in there. Once that's done, you can sell it for maximum profit. Here we go. Some treasure. I think that was the only bird's nest. Let me take a quick look. Like I said, after this guide, I'm going to be making, like after I finish filming the full-length game, I'm going to be making an abbreviated version. So, for people who are just interested in tips and tricks, you will get all that. I almost stepped on that. For people only interested in tips and tricks, I will be doing abbreviated guides just for tips and tricks. So, yeah. You just got to be patient and let me finish the game, and you'll get your abbreviated, your abridged version. That's useful information only. Okay, careful, because there is a bomb, and there's another one right there. And I think that's it for bombs in here. Let's open this up. There we go. Let's just use it by itself. There. We don't really have enough health to worry about using anything else right now. Push that out of the way. Alright, let's let the monster out of the closet.
Little rough, don't you think? You're not like them?
No. You?
Okay, I have only one very important question. You got a smoke?
Got gum.
Perfect. The big cheese.
What?
Alright, that was the first part of chapter 1. That was not all of chapter 1. That was just chapter 1-1. Like Mario. Okay, you got World 1-1, World 1-2, World 1-3. This works the same way. So let's save. These are my other saves for some other stuff that we'll be talking about. So I'll just do, there we go, slot 6. I've already been playing for 49 minutes apparently.
Feeble humans, let us give you our power. Soon, you will become unable to resist this intoxicating power.
Nani?
Hey, wake up.
Crawl out of one hole and into another.
You want to tell me what's going on here?
Americano, see? Now what brings a bloke like you to this part of the world? Oh, hey, easy, whoever you are.
Name's Leon. Came here looking for this girl. Seen her?
What, are you supposed to be a cop or something? Nah, you don't look the type.
Maybe.
Okay, let me guess. She's the president's daughter?
That's too good for a guess. Want to start explaining?
Psychic powers. Nah, just kidding with you, amigo. I overheard one of the villagers talking something about the president's daughter in the church.
And who might you be?
Me llamo Luis Serra. I used to be a cop in Madrid. But now I'm just a good-for-nothing guy who happens to be quite a ladies' man.
Why'd you quit?
Phew, policia. You put your life on the line, nobody really appreciates you enough for it. Being a hero isn't what it's cracked up to be anymore.
Used to be a cop myself. Only for a day, though.
I thought I was bad.
Somehow I managed to get myself involved with the incident in Raccoon City on my first day in the force.
That is the incident with the viral outbreak, right? I think I might have seen a sample of the virus in a lab at the department.
Hey boy, I'm not done.
Do something, cop!
After you.
Now!
It's Leon. Sorry I couldn't get in touch sooner, but I was a bit tied up.
You're okay, right?
I'm fine. There was a male civilian held captive. According to him, Ashley's in a church somewhere.
What happened to him?
He managed to escape.
Do you have a fix on the location of that church?
No, but apparently there's a secret passage in the village that leads there. I'm heading back to the village.
Alright. Get used to QuickTime events and QuickTime event cutscenes because this game is littered with them. Yeah, get used to them. If you don't do them, they're insta-kills, and you have to start the cutscene all over. And here is where money comes into play. Let's take it. This is where money becomes useful for the first time.
Got something that might interest you. Got a selection of good things on sale, stranger.
Don't know if you noticed, stranger, but did you see the blue medallions hanging around in the village? Come back after you shot 10 or more of them. I've got a specialized gun I want you to try out. Alright, anyway. What are you selling? Well, I'm gonna sell you this. I'm gonna sell you all of these.
Thank you.
That's it. Alright, so
What are you buying?
my first weapon recommendation, the first weapon I recommend you buy, the rifle is okay. It's one shot, and then it's bolt action. Really slow reload. The TMP is my recommendation. It's way more useful at this point in the game than the rifle. And rocket launchers are a special weapon. You only get to fire it once, then you have to buy a whole new rocket launcher. So I only recommend this if you're stuck on a boss and need the firepower, because the rocket launcher can kill, I think, just about any boss in the game except the final boss in one shot. And if you buy the rifle, you need a scope. You need to buy the separate scope, just to actually be able to zoom in. So we're gonna go with the TMP, because in my opinion, it's way more useful at this point in the game than the sniper rifle. We will get a rifle eventually, just not right now. The TMP makes a great alternative to the handgun. If you start running low on handgun ammo, you can switch to the TMP, because you want to preserve your your more powerful guns ammo for boss fights and harder enemies. So the handgun and the TMP are two good guns to use on regular enemies.
What are you buying?
And now we can level up the shotgun and the handgun. We can't do the TMP yet, and if we own the rifle, we could level up the rifle. But for now, I'm going to do the handgun. We'll start with firepower. You want to upgrade everything that you can, because
Thank you.
once you upgrade everything, you unlock a special upgrade. Not all guns have it, I don't think. Maybe they do, but you can unlock a specialty upgrade once you've gotten all the other upgrades purchased. That'll do something very special for the gun, and these specialty upgrades are extremely handy for beating the game. So anyway, we don't have enough money to do anything else. Do not shoot or knife this guy. He will die in a single hit. And on professional, he will die permanently. You will never see him again. On normal or easy, you'll see him at the next place that you would see him anyway. But on professional, you definitely do not want to kill that guy, because he will not come back. And you will be screwed. So yeah, here's another challenging part. This it's not too bad really, but it can be challenging for newcomers, I'd say. I know I had a lot of difficulty with this game as a kid, but that could also just be because I was young. Actually, I'm going to use this because I literally all the ammo I have for this is 30 in it, and a lot of people would be tempted to buy the rifle because the game gives you rifle ammo and it's sort of like nudging you towards the rifle. But I strongly say go with the TMP. It'll serve you way better at the beginning of the game. And you want to stand right here and take out a lot of these guys from right here. You don't want to go anywhere else for a while. Back up a little bit. One reason you want to stay right here is the guys with the dynamite will attempt to throw it up that hill. and they won't make it, they'll throw it up the hill and it'll roll back down and they'll blow themselves up. So that's one advantage to staying up here. Another is you're bottlenecking the enemies, meaning they can only come at you from the front. This prevents you from being surrounded. And thanks to a dynamite guy, all those guys just got killed for me. So you want to stand over here until guys stop coming after you. Eventually they will stop coming after you. But you want to stay over here. Items on the ground, you want to pick them up, because if you wait too long, they will disappear on you. So try to pick them up as quick as possible. Obviously, sometimes you won't be able to. Just do your best. Do your best to pick them up. Alright, I think this is a good time to use a grenade. There. You know what? There. And I think... Nope, we still got some people coming after us. That guy. I think that guy might be the last guy. Unless he's just sort of pacing over there. Get over here. Now that I've angered him, he should make his way over here. Alright, I need to heal. So, I'm literally on the verge of death. Like, if Leon sneezed, he would die right now, so now's a good time to use this. It doesn't give you a lot of extra health, but it does give you extra health. Let's hurry up and take this guy down. Now, I think he literally just... Nope, he's right there. I was gonna say, for a second I thought he went right off the edge. There. And we just got some TMP ammo. So now that we've got no one coming after us, we want to go up this hill. All the way up. This is the next place we want to go. There are two key items we need to find here to get us through a door. Let's take this guy out. Some enemies are going to show up behind us. So watch out for that. There's one of them. These barricades will help slow them down a little bit. There. Red barrels that are explosive. Sometimes you'll see wooden barrels that have red exclamation points on them. Those are also explosive, so be careful. Ammo conservation is important, especially the harder you're playing. You definitely want to use your pistol and your knife combined as much as possible to save ammo for your other guns. Because you definitely want your other guns for the more powerful enemies and bosses. And you'll see what I mean by more powerful enemies. Like, if you follow my guide, you'll see what enemies to use your shotgun and stuff on. Even though I don't have a rifle, I'm going to keep picking up ammo for it, because I'm going to have one eventually. So that was the first key item we needed. We still got a guy after us. There. Always stay reloaded. Whenever you have an opportunity to reload, reload, because you do not want to be caught with needing to reload and surrounded by enemies. So make sure you always reload. Every break you get. Oh, you son of a bitch. Reload every chance you get. Oh, come on. There we go. If at all possible, always try to take enemies out from a distance. If they can't get to you, you're a lot better off. Try and take them out before they can get to you. Like that guy, he was up on the roof and he had dynamite. If I got close to that building, he would have started chucking dynamite at me. But because I took him out now, he won't be able to. Anyway, next we want to go down here. We want to go in this building. I want to be careful because there are guys inside. And there are guys outside that'll come in. If an enemy's about to attack you, don't try to go for a headshot. Like if you're in a position where you're about to get hit and you can't get out of the way, just try to shoot them anywhere on the body. That'll interrupt their attack, and then you can go for a headshot to stun them. I managed to get a headshot on that guy just by quick reflex, but less veteran players will it's definitely easier to just shoot them in the body somewhere and you won't get hit. Anyway, so now that the music stopped, we're free to explore and collect anything we didn't grab while we were taking those guys on. So first of all, there's a ladder there. We want to check this locker. Flash grenade. Flash grenades can be used to stun enemies. It's not super useful on regular enemies, but there is a special enemy type that it can kill instantly, and so you want to save those for that enemy type. I will show you later on. Essentially, you just throw the flash grenade at the ground and it'll kill that enemy type instantaneously. As soon as they get hit by the flash, they die. So I will show you that when the time comes. But yeah, once you finish a combat area, always explore. You want to find as much resources as possible. Money, items, treasure, everything. You want to just loot the place. And there are some areas that I sort of forgot to check in the first village. Like, there's a big tower that I didn't go in. You can climb up to the top of it. There's some shotgun ammo at the top, so just keep that in mind. I totally forgot about that until just now. I literally just remembered. Like I said, this isn't going to be 100%, mostly because I just can't remember everything. But I think I got everything here. Because I went in here, yeah. Right. No more barrels or anything. Okay, I think we're ready to move on. And we just gotta combine these and use it. There we are. That's another area down. How am I doing on ammo? Alright, I've got 160 TMP ammo, 33 shotgun shells, 10 rifle ammo, and 31 pistol ammo. 2 grenades, a flash grenade, and an incinerator grenade. And I can combine these to save a little inventory space. There we go. Right. Yeah, not all the barrels and stuff have useful items in them, but it's always good to check. There we go. I got a little more ammo now. Okay, right there you can see a treasure. It's off in the distance. If you go over here, you can't really get to it, but you can see it. Keep in mind that that's there. We will be grabbing it. All right, kick this door down. Shoot that guy. There's 2 ways to open doors. You can open them slowly, but just by pressing X, and then you can open them faster by double tapping X or square if you're playing on PlayStation. Alright, there's still an enemy somewhere. Anyway, you want to jump over this. It'll help you avoid some traps. There's, well, no, never mind, actually. What am I talking about? Let's get the barrel. Nothing. Alright. Jump through here. Now, there's some guys with dynamite. Crouch behind this, and you won't take any damage. And then you just wait for them to come back up. If you just wait here, there we go. Those 2 guys will get killed. Now I can just go. Those guys are dead. We still got some enemies who are going to show up. They're going to come right through that door there. Disarming traps with the knife is dangerous just because you have to get closer, but will save you ammo. Asshole. Is that all of you? Alright. I'm running low on handgun ammo, but I will be fine. There. And we've got all these traps, right? Yep. Next we just need these 3. I'll just walk around them. Take the handgun ammo. I like to disarm them just so that way I don't step on them by accident. you can walk around most of them, but it makes me feel more comfortable to have them out of the way. We got some more handgun ammo. We'll be able to keep using our handgun for a while. Got another spinal. Some more handgun ammo. Alright, I think through here. I think we can get the treasure. Yeah, we want to break this. And then we can jump through. And there we go. We got our elegant mask. I want to check this real quick because I just want to see something. A mask with 3 divots, like something might fit inside. So, just like the beer stein, we want to hold on to this till we have all 3 treasures in it. That way we can get more money for it. Let me just... There we go. Now I got 2 good healing items. Yeah, I'm gonna be playing a lot of this game in caution, just because that's the way the cookie crumbles. Now, we can jump down here. There's some items we can pick up. Like I said, no fall damage, so don't worry about that. But as you may notice, there's a bunch of fish down here. And we can actually kill them. And there's a really big one swimming in that corner. And if you have the inventory space, you can sell him for a lot of money. I do not have the inventory space. This guy's as big as my shotgun. Like I'm not even joking about that. He is 2 blocks smaller than my shotgun. Or whatever. Anyway, so I'm not going to take him. He's worth a lot of money if you can carry him. I can't. So instead I'm just going to eat him. And maybe if I can get a smaller one, maybe I'll... I think the smaller ones... I don't think I'll be able to get a small one without... Nope, there we go. Can't even fit this little one in there. Alright, well, I'm sorry, buddy. Killed you for nothing. Anyway, just remember those are there because you can use... remember you can use fish for health. Kill a fish, eat it, get health back. Anywhere you see fish, you can do that. Let me just shoot the wire here. Took care of 2 of the crows there. There we go, we got some more treasure. Now can I... Nope. There we go. There we got a brass pocket watch. Right. There we go. More money. More money, more problems. Do the fun walk. I got an itch. Alrighty. And here we are with our first puzzle, and I think... Okay, hold on. You go like that, up, and then right, solved. All you have to do is up and right. That's the solution. Really simple puzzle. So yeah, that's all it takes. Up and right. Just up, uppity up and right. We got the insignia key. Chief's note. As instructed by Lord Sadler, I have the agent in confinement alive. Why keep him alive? I do not fully understand what the Lord's intentions are. I would, however, think he'd keep them separate, not confine them together as has been ordered. I didn't expect Lewis would trust a stranger, but if by chance they did cooperate, the situation could get a bit more complicated. If, for some reason, an unknown third party is involved, I don't think they'd let a chance like this slip by. But maybe it's all Lord Sadler's ploy, leaving us vulnerable so that this third party will surface, if they even exist, that is. It's an unlikely possibility, but if a prowler is already amongst us, then our plans could be ruined. I guess the Lord thinks it's worth the risk, if we're able to stop whatever conspiracy is at work. At any rate, it's the Lord's call. We will trust his judgment as always. Alrighty. Get some treasure. A couple of pictures of Lord Sadler.
You carry the same blood as us, it seems. Nevertheless, you're an outsider. Just remember, if you become unpleasant to our eyes, you'll face severe consequences.
What? Same blood.
There we go. Save again.
Leon, I've been able to get some new info that might help you.
Fill me in.
Apparently, there's a religious cult group involved. They're called the Los Illuminados.
Los Illuminados. That's a mouthful. Anyway, I had an unexpected run-in with the big cheese of this village.
But you're okay, right?
Yeah, but he could have killed me, but he let me live. And he mentioned something about me carrying the same blood as them. Whatever that means.
Carry the same blood. Huh. Interesting.
Anyway, there are more important things than solving riddles right now.
You're right. Hurry and find that church, Leon.
Alright, now, for story junkies, there's an optional cutscene we can see if we just walk back into this room. Alrighty, so that's a little optional cutscene you can activate. It just sort of reveals a character that if you've played previous Resident Evils, you might recognize. Alright, let's kick this door open. Catch the guy with his pants down. Let's give him a swirly. Done. Here we go. Another granado. Yes, take the granada. Take the money. The kitchen. The kitchen. Open the oven. Chicken egg. I think I'm at full health though, so I'm just gonna leave it. This is where we have our run-in with our first chainsaw guy that's unavoidable, and You can see him, he's just standing there like a creep. He's got a leather bag over his head, like Texas Chainsaw Massacre style, and he really just wants to mess our day up. So first things first, I'm just gonna break the TMP out. Put a bullet in him. The TMP works good in short bursts. It allows you to stay accurate and hold enemies back. Oh. I almost just died. Like, I'm not even being sarcastic there. That guy almost had me. You want to give this guy everything you got. Use your shotgun to keep him away from you. And then you want to attack him while he's down. Although you don't want to knife him, you want to keep your distance from this guy. And there we go. Now I'm going to take this opportunity to reload my guns. And voila, we killed our first chainsaw guy and we got a ruby for it. Oh, excuse me. I screwed that up. Again. There. Alright, well, let's use one of those. By the end of this game, we will have our health bar maxed out, I guarantee it. Alright, we got a big group of people here. And grenades are perfect for crowds like this. Especially incendiary grenades. Incendiary grenades blow up on impact, so you can't throw them and expect them to roll. There, that took out most of them. We can unbarricade this. And here we are, we're back in the village. We're back in the village again, and it's full of people. So you know what, let's just, yeah, you know what, come after me. Bang, bang, bang. It's like ping pong. You just go bing, bing, bong. Alright, I'm in a rough spot. So, this is where flash grenades come in handy on regular enemies. When you're surrounded like this, let's get this. Let's use our TMP. They stay stunned for a while. People, when you hit people with a flash grenade, they stay stunned for a while. Another tip is go for the legs. You can knock them down to the ground instantly going for the legs. It doesn't do a lot of damage to them, but you can take advantage of it to knife them. Kicking them is still the best option. It does the most damage out of melee options. But if you have a huge crowd, you can just go for the legs instead of their faces. Especially if you're not so good at the aiming in this game. Items should be restocked. So, after we take these guys out, we'll want to explore the town, because items are going to be respawned. And that gold almost disappeared on us. Almost. We got to it just in time. So there's a guy up here. That might be the last guy we got to take out here. And that's why that's an example of why the TMP makes a good switch from the pistol or whatever, a good alternative to the pistol, just because it's pretty much just as effective in short bursts. There's more people, but I don't know where they are. So let's go after that ammo. There we go, that's everyone. Village is clear again. Now let's look around for any ammo, because it should be respawned. Plus I can check out the tower that I forgot to show you guys last time. Nothing up here. There's not going to be as many items as the first time we were through here, but there should be a few. Actually, I don't know. I don't know. I think the stuff. I don't think the items respawned yet. I think there's a part later on. You come back to this village a third time, and I think that time items have respawned. So this is actually a chance to grab things I missed. Like, I did not come up here last time. Forgot to. That's why there was boxes in that building. So I was wrong. I'm sorry. The items did not respawn yet. But that also means I didn't miss any items, because I can go up this tower and get the ammo I left there. Last time I left some ammo up here, so now I can actually climb up here and get it. Nope, never mind, there's no ammo. Maybe it disappeared for some reason. I'm pretty sure there's usually ammo up there, but maybe I'm wrong. Anyway, it's worth checking out when you play. So, make sure you go up there the first time you come through. No, I went the wrong way. Yeah, I'm actually supposed to go use the key that I just got. I can use it now. I never checked this door before because it's locked, but now that I have that key, we can unlock it and get on with our lives. Alright, safe room. Don't need it. These can be shot down. You don't need to do that with that one. But lanterns like that can be shot down, and you can use them to burn enemies. This lantern you can shoot down, not to hurt enemies, but you can shoot it down to reveal some treasure on the ceiling. I think 3 treasures. Then we got a hairpin thing, and a couple of spinels. And that's it. That's all of it. Nothing in the box.
Got something that might interest you.
Here's this guy again. He has
Got a
the
selection of good things on sale, Straight.
he has the
What are you selling?
the magical ability of teleportation. Right.
Thank you. Thank you. Is that? Thank you.
There.
What are you
Now,
buying?
let's see. So, if you want to find all of the treasures, throughout the game you can buy maps from this guy. Like right now he has the village map, $3,000. It'll show you the location of every single treasure. Personally for me, I can get through the game with the treasure I find, so it would just be a waste of money for me. But if you're determined to find all the treasure, I'd say it's probably worth it.
Is that all?
This is the next thing we're going to buy. It's an upgrade for our machine gun.
Thank you.
And
Is that
this.
all? Thank you.
Now we can carry a little more inventory space, which is going to come in handy, especially since we literally had our inventory full. So
What are you buying? Thank you.
there, our guns are as upgraded as they can be.
Buying?
I still got no reason to buy the rifle, so I'm just gonna hold off. But now, as you can see, our inventory has expanded. We have a lot more space now. Alright, well, let's move on. We don't have too much left of Chapter 1. It's gotten dark out. Starting to get dark out, anyway. Alright, bird. 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 There we go. Take this guy down. Alright, we're good for now. We don't got anybody after us. So the last of those medallions we're shooting are in this graveyard. So we're actually, once we get all the enemies taken care of, we're gonna shoot the medallions and we're gonna go back to that merchant, because he will still be there, and we will get our prize. Because we have 7, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 here. But first we're gonna take care of the enemies. There. You don't even have to shoot it in their hand. If you prevent them from throwing it, it will blow up on them. Alright, so there's another bird's nest around here, I think. In one of these trees. Yep, right here. There we go. A grenade. Might not be treasure, but it's better than nothing. Back here we've got an optional puzzle. This puzzle we don't have to solve, but it will get us some treasure. So we might as well do it. The solution's pretty simple. Move it 3 spaces. Move it 4 spaces. Move it 4 spaces. 4 again. And then 3. 1, 4, 4, 4, and then 3. There. And that is the solution. And it gets you the green cat's eye, which I want to check something. I know I can combine it with the beer mug. Can I also combine it? No, okay. So now we have 2 of the 3 colors for the beer mug. So we're almost ready to sell that. We just need to find the last cat's eye, and we will be all ready to sell. So this is the church that Ashley is supposed to be in, the president's daughter. But it's locked.
Hunnigan, it's Leon. The door's locked. I can't get in.
Didn't they teach you how to pick locks at the academy?
Yeah. There's some sort of indentation, like something might fit inside.
Well, there's no use standing around. Leon, you have to find some way or something to get inside.
So yeah, kicking enemies off of ledges is a quick way to kill them. The only problem with it is if they drop an item, there's no way to get it. So just keep that in mind. Alright, here I'm going to show you something. Some boxes are trapped and actually have a snake in them for some reason. The snake is killable, which I'm going to... there we go. And they usually drop some sort of egg. Closure of the church. Regarding the 2 fugitives, the apprehensions of Lewis is our top priority. The American agent, a distant second. What Lewis stole from us is far more important than the girl. Unless we get it back, the girl will become useless to us. We must get it back to execute our plan to the end. If it gets in the wrong hands, the world would become a totally different place than what Lord Saddler has envisioned. At all costs, we mustn't let that happen. Nevertheless, we're not letting go of the girl. To ensure that the agent does not get to her, I have locked the church door where the girl is being held. Anyone who needs access to the church must first get approval by Lord Saddler. There's a key beyond the lake, but it should be safe now that the Del Lago has been awakened by our Lord. No one will get across the lake alive. Plus, our same blood courses through the agent's veins. It'll be just a matter of time before he joins us. Once he does, there will be nobody else left that will come looking for the girl. So yeah, like they showed in the cutscene, they planted something on us. We are slowly transforming. Alright, well that takes care of everybody. Now let's just get the blue medallions. They're not too hard to find. Like I said, they show them on your map, so if you can't follow my guide for some reason, just look on your map. Okay, that's what I thought. We do have one over here. Right there. There, 5 to go. Alrighty, here we go. 12, 13, two more. Two more and we'll have them all. There's just one more to find. Where is it? Okay, it's on the bridge. Also, I bought this for the TMP. I haven't used it yet, but you combine it. Now, if I equip it, it gives the TMP a stock, which makes it aim a lot steadier. I meant to show you guys that earlier, but I forgot about it. But yeah, there you go. The TMP stock makes aiming the TMP much nicer. Alright, let's go get this last medallion so we can go back to the shop guy. It's just over here. Oh, thanks, rope. There we go, that's all 15. Let's go turn them in. I'll switch to this because I'm running low on handgun ammo.
Welcome. Got some rare.
Well done, stranger. I see you've shot enough number of medallions. Like I promised, go claim your specialized gun in the buy screen. Don't worry about money, this one's on the house. So we can get this gun for free. And it shoots the same ammo as the regular handgun.
Thank you.
Ooh. Don't worry about that. I'm okay.
What are you selling?
Alright, and I don't think I really have anything to sell
What are you buying?
or upgrade. So I'm gonna keep both pistols for now. Once I use up all the ammo, I'm gonna re-equip this one. Once I use up all 12 bullets in this, I'm gonna sell it and just use the other pistol because it's more powerful. And I know what you're thinking. You're like, but you upgraded it and you put money into it. Well, when you upgrade a gun and sell it, you get more money back than, or you get more money than if you sold it unupgraded. And upgrading it is what made it easier for me to get this far. So even though I lose a little bit of money because I'm selling a gun that I put money into, it's still better than just not upgrading it and having to suffer this far with a weak gun. My advice to you is to always upgrade the guns you're using, even if you're going to be buying a better one later on. And I reloaded like an idiot. Okay, let's use a grenade on these birds, because these birds have a lot of items and it's worth getting them. Got all of them but one. If there is a way, it's easiest, I think this is easiest to do on the Wii version, but there is a way to kill a bird that has flown off, because they cannot fly outside the skybox. Let's pick up all of this money. There you go. I think it's worth a grenade for all that. Then we check these little houses. We got a spinal. Nothing. Got handgun ammo. Alright, and what do we have here? Spinal. Is that it? I think that's it. I don't think there's anything else. right now. I think later on there's some items out here, but right now I think we got everything. So let's move on. Alright, we can go down here. There's another merchant down here. I guess I technically could just come down here and gotten the my reward, but I felt like going back and just getting it ASAP. There's some fish here, you could shoot them, but since you can't get in the water, you can't pick them up. You'd have to kill them close to the dock, which is hard to do, because they swim around at random. Break a barrel. Get money. Get the sweet, sweet money.
Got some rare things. What are you buying?
So we can now level up our Punisher. So let's
Is that all?
do that.
Thank you.
Everybody likes to jiggle. All right, that's all we came here for. Let's get a move on. Run, Leon. Run. Even though after the boulder broke, I got crushed by a giant chunk of it, but okay. Okay. We can do this. I know we can. I know we can. Gotcha, bitch. You Leah. Yeah, come get me. Come get me. Come on, do it. Do it. Do it. That guy just vanished into thin air, and I reloaded my gun again. Fuck. It's instinctive for me to reload my gun. Kick. Cut. Dead. Shoot. Shoot. Kick. Money. Oh. There. That's all those enemies down. There's some sort of item over here. A hand grenade. Alright, that's all the ammo in that gun. Let's switch to our new one. Get off me, asshole. Time to heal. Oh, I guess this is all I have. There. Okay, I have no idea why my bullets went through that guy. Come on, get off me already. And that's why I say keep as much distance between you and the enemy as possible. I'm doing a poor job of following my own advice. Alright. There. I'm still alive, and I guess that's all that matters. Here comes some more assholes. There. Honestly, that's what I should have done from the start, but oh well. Sue me. There, that should be the guys coming from behind. Now there should just be a couple of guys up ahead I gotta worry about. And that should be it. Let's get this. Snake. Oh, stupid snake. Where are you? Thank you. Okay, yes. Golden chicken eggs, they will heal you full like a first aid spray, so you can use them like that if you want. But you can also sell them for a lot of money, which is what I'm gonna do. I'll use it as a healing item if I absolutely have to. But I would much rather prefer to get money from it. Okay, we got some guys around here. Here we go, I'll use this one. Take that. Kick. Gotcha. Oh, bring it on already. Dumbass. You throw like a girl. There. Now this whole area should be clear, so we can look around for some items before we go. We're about to fight our first boss. Nope, not clear yet. Now it should be. If you back off quick enough, you can avoid getting hit. There's a lot of snakes in boxes here. How do they even get in the boxes? There. You can actually... I'll show you something amazing you can do with chicken eggs. It's kind of useless, but it's amazing all the same, so I'll show you guys. There's nothing else here. There might be a bird's nest or something in one of these trees, but nope, Right there. Alright. Let's go grab whatever that was. An antique pipe. But yeah, we're about to fight our first boss battle and be done with chapter 1, so yay. This first episode's gonna be like 2 hours or more. Alright, so here we are. At least I think we're about done with chapter 1. I could be off, but I do know we're about to fight our first boss.
Vámonos. Okay, ándale.
And that was a brief preview of the first boss. Alright. There we go. Alright, here we go. We got a boat. Let's get out of here. So when you play, there's a cool little Easter egg you can do where you stand here and you shoot the water a few times, like shoot at the fish or whatever. It doesn't matter, just shoot the water a few times. It's a pretty cool Easter egg. I'm not going to show it on here because I don't want to spoil it for you, but on your playthrough, feel free to do that. And I don't have very many pointers for this boss. It's a pretty simple boss. Just sail on over here and the boss shows up. You have infinite ammo for this boss battle, so don't worry about that. And just don't drink the water. That's my advice. I think the best thing is to watch and learn. Just sort of watch how I do it. There's not too much to this boss, really. If you've read Moby Dick, you already know how to fight this boss. My best advice is to steer the boat so you don't get hit by these logs, because they will knock you out of the boat, and every time you get knocked out of the boat, it takes longer to get back in. Like that. You have to mash, if you get knocked out of the boat, you have to mash the button. If you don't get back to the boat in time, you get killed instantly. So try your best to not get knocked out of the boat. You have infinite harpoons, so you don't have to worry about that. And there's points in the battle where it's going to go under like this. Just wait patiently. Because arrows are going to show up on the screen. You want to go where those arrows are. And you gotta hit it, you only have to hit it once, and that'll prevent it from eating you. When it goes under like that, try to steer away, because if it crashes into you, it'll also knock you off the boat. Well, that was a good throw. Some good lag. I don't know what was up with that. Get out of the way, logs. Gotcha. You can tell it's about to do the thing where it goes away because the music stops. Got you right in the lip. You don't have to worry about steering too much because it pulls you along. You only really got to steer when it goes under and turns around, and when there's, you know, trees, dead trees in your way. There you go, got it again. Really, it's just a boss battle of patience. Just hit it when you can, avoid getting hit off the boat. Don't get eaten. I got it 3 times that time. And like I said, you have infinite harpoons, so, or whatever these are, spears I guess. You have infinite of these, so you don't have to ever worry about running out of ammo. Gotcha. I got you. And that was it. That's the end of the first chapter. We're gonna watch this cutscene and then I'm gonna end the video.
Leon, it's been 6 hours since our last transmission. I was starting to get worried.
Don't you mean lonely? Anyway, I started to feel dizzy, and then I guess I must have lost consciousness.
Lost consciousness? Maybe that has some connection to what the village chief was talking about.
Can't say. But I'm alright now. I'm gonna continue my mission.
Alright, well, that was the first episode of Resident Evil 4 Hardcore Halloween Guide. Thank you for watching. Leave a like if you liked. Comment if you have any info I missed, any tips for new players. Just generally anything about the game you want to talk about, leave it in the comments. I will see you all again next time. Peace out.